So welcome back, guys, and here we go, last one between Singapore and Vietnam. It's our last diamond game here. We have 3 masters, we have 4 diamonds, and it really just goes to show that it all comes down to this. The pressure is on to these 2 players, KyzersOze versus toString. It's gonna be a pretty interesting one. Zerg versus Protoss yet again, but the thing to note is it's the Zerg side here for Singapore, Protoss on Vietnam. And like what I said, you'd expect the roles to be reversed, to Singapore to be ones representing Protoss and all the like, Vietnam to have all those Zergs instead. But it really proves that here in the Southeast Asia League that we are getting all these different players, all these different races being represented by all these different nations. And it is now time to see who is going to be coming out ahead. Will it be Vietnam? Or will it be Singapore? Vietnam with a strong start, Singapore with a good closer. And it all comes down to this. Let's move on into our last match. Submarine LE here for the semifinals. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go again into our last map of the sets. If you guys are just tuning on in, we are all tied up 3-3 right now between Vietnam and Singapore. Introduced first though on the top left of Submarine LE, Vietnam Zone, toString. And his opponents here on the side of Submarine onto the southeast, it's our purple Zerg, KyzersOze. So here we go though, guys. We are gonna be at it again. Another battle here and now into this match. And what's the plan in this PVC? That's gonna be the question there. toString and be looking to play economically, be setting things up with a natural wall into play. And oh my god, I love it when the crystal looks a little bit greenish right there. Really cool skin there. But in the first place, toString right now gonna be going for Nexus, and Mao KyzersOze, this guy is all balls to the wall, trying to get all the economy in the world. So impressively enough, he's going for those hatcheries, and he's gonna be looking to make it work. Spawning pool gonna be there as well, KyzersOze though. In the meantime, it's scary to think you would do a triple hatchery at the get-go, especially on Submarine LE. This is the smallest map we have in the ladder pool, guys, so rushes can really hurt you in the first place. But I get the logic here from KyzersOze. If he's able to survive with 3 hatch, if he's able to get all these units and more, then hey, he can really do such a good job so far. But in essence, seems like he's gonna be getting that extractor ready to go, looking for a metabolic boost in just a bit. And does toString even know that there is a third base up and running for our Zerg player? Seems like he is unaware of that fact as of yet. For now though, chrono boosting out the adept, pretty much key for his survival. And in the meantime, these are just gonna be these 2 players playing the macro so far. The real question is, what is the plan here for KyzersOze? Will he be using this 3rd hatchery for an army? It seems like though he's going for the economy instead, getting some drones up and running. And with an upgrades ready to go soon, yes, there you go. He will be looking to try at least to get that metabolic boost up and running. KyzersOze has an idea for the long haul. And in case the Zerglings are able to get the takedown there, and now this is going to be toString bringing the Adept into play. He does know his opponent has the 3rd base up and running, so he basically will try to juke his opponent out and go over to the 3rd base instead. But seems like KyzersOze has already intercepted. Lynx as well as Queens are in position. For now, will toString look to press this small little army potentially advantage? Warp gates gonna be on the list here, of course. 2 gateways up and running. There we go with the Adept in behind. And it seems like it is going to be a Stargate opener here for toString instead. Oracle is going to be into play. And in a setup like this, if you can find a really good angle and basically force his opponent to go somewhere else, I think that is going to be the best case scenario here for the side of toString. But as we are staying on to this game, this is going to be all down to this. KyzersOze representing Singapore, toString for Vietnam. It's time to find out who's gonna be the victor here. As an extractor gonna be built, Baneling that's gonna be into play, so it seems like it's all about Lynx right now here for the side of KyzersOze. toString in the meantime Setting up these pylons onto the sides. Good warp cycles there and then, as well as that vision. Very, very helpful if need be. It seems like a Protoss player so far kind of gearing on up to try and maybe, just maybe, defend against a Nidus here and there. Oracles, though, gonna be looking to go for the push, and a Spore Crawler, well-timed immediately by KyzersOze. He saw that one coming, and with Twin Oracles right now, they will be able to eviscerate some quick little workers here and there if need be. Although our orange Protoss went over to the east side already, looking to get in position. There we go with the vaporization yet again. And KyzersOze right now trying to survive so far with those drones. Oracle's packing a pretty good punch though. At least able to get a good number there and then. Queens able to mitigate that assault. KyzersOze is there again in position to try and make sure that those Queens aren't coming on back. Those Oracles rather aren't coming on back. And behind all of this, neither side really taking the plunge as of yet. Like, the biggest thing right now is, well, for toString, he is going to be trying to at least have enough ground forces to make sure that he can defend whatever and whenever it need be. In this instance, though, do we have KyzersOze right now looking to, at the very least, get the creep spread on and add things up to the collection. A little more space for him to work with. And in the meantime, there we go with a few shots here and there onto the Overlord yet again. Zerglings right now waiting onto the outskirts. And these warp cycles are going to take way too long. One sentry going to be going down for free. Can he get a second one? Not going to happen. And the Overlord going to be falling on over as of yet. Still though, no one really with a big advantage so far. Gotta say, for a Zerg, being up by one base is good, of course. But on the other side, it's still not going to be enough if our Protoss player can keep at it. Overall though, for toString, time to get the Immortal up and running. And here we go with the air units here from toString. He also wants to have enough of a brigade to roam around the map and make sure that he has a good vantage point here and there. Time for them to get back in position again. Like the Revelation though, gonna be in order as well. For the time being, gonna be a little bit of a reprieve. Few pokes here and there, trying to be as pesky as can be. And if you guys are coming in from a different time zone, welcome and welcome to our Southeast Asia League. After this game, we are going to be going over to Philippines versus Malaysia next after a pretty good break. And that is going to be a lower bracket matchup. After one of those teams falls, they will be saying goodbye to their tournament run. This is the upper bracket semifinals, and whoever wins here we'll move on to the grand finals instead. But it seems like it is just going to be a calm before the storm approach here from the side of both toString as well as KyzersOze. They're just waiting it out. So they're looking to make sure that they have a little bit of the angle against each other. And KyzersOze is going to be pushing on forward with a few Lings as well as some Hydras there and then. Already taking care of the Oracle immediately. And I believe the Revelation is going to be a very good tool if ever. Any case in the middle of the map right now, KyzersOze cutting out a few rocks here and there to just make sure that he's not going to get caught in any funnels whatsoever. The Overseer also in position. It's all about that scouting right now. RoboBay going to be also on the list here. Seems like for toString, he's already thinking ahead, moving on forward, and looking to get some Colossi in this game. In any case though, with the Stasis Ward ready to go, toString right now is at the very least set up on his 3 bases. A lot of map control though for KyzersOze. Since he went for the initial volley a while earlier, then he was pretty much able to snowball from there in terms of bases. He's looking for the fort right now. I really gotta commend the creep spread as well from our Zerg player. And he's looking to just get a little bit more into this one. But for now though, all about taking the sweet time. And Vietnam and Singapore are literally one away from a victory. Good lurker play though, gonna be set on up already from KyzersOze. Hydra is gonna be there as well. And it seems like the ball of units is starting to get the bait on that. But the Stasis Ward will only catch out one Hydra there. Lurkers right now still in position, getting the DPS on. And this is gonna be all tied up into the middle. But no, toString gonna keep pressing the advantage instead. Takes care of the lurkers there. KyzersOze gonna be losing on out in the first place, but at the same time, toString is dropping on down the army counts. And in behind all of this, KyzersOze is gonna reinforce and be ready to go. So for toString, he was able to get some really good damage in the first place. The Immortals packing a good punch against the Lurkers, but at the same time, KyzersOze is just able to get back in position and get the push on yet again. Lings, Hydras there as well. Queens right now spreading all that creep in the first place. And onto the southwest side, it seems like toString wanting to get a good drop here and there. Next is still going to be online and ready to go. Here we go with the Zealot's going to be in position as well. It seems like the plan of action here for KyzersOze is to play these Hydras, to play these Banes, and go for the bust on down. Interesting enough, we aren't seeing any real roaches as of yet from our Zerg player. Not really want to play it tanky right there. Lurker's still gonna get caught on that again. Good detection so far here from the side of toString, and they're really packing a punch against those Submarine spines. Still though, good positioning here from KyzersOze. Able to get some really good cleave AoE, getting the DPS on yet again. And it really feels like here for toString that he is just trying to hold his margins and try to stay alive. In any case, there we go with a little bit more. These Hydras gonna be looking to get back in position. And it seems like for toString right now, he's gonna be onto the outskirts right there. That's still gonna be into play again. And KyzersOze right now gonna be trying to figure things out. All about a little bit of the push again. Looking to find another angle here and there. And this is going to be time right now for KyzersOze to stay on to the high ground so far. This Zerg army is looking mighty scary, and as he's on high tech, he's also going for the +3. He's going for the +2 on the range to make those Hydras even scarier. And with Adrenal Glands, these Zerglings are going to get even better there. So what's the plan right now for toString? He has the Robo Bay, but he's not going for the Colossi as of yet. And this is going to be looking to be the beginning of the end. Never mind, my mistake there, because toString has just been hiding those Colossi so far. He's been producing them there, and they are waiting for something to happen. Still though, these Stalkers going to be in position on the west side. KyzersOze in the meantime looking to funnel on over to the rocks already. And for the time being, this is just our Zerg looking to put a strangle on the opponent. Eventually, toString will run out of resources, but at the same time, he has a really good army count right now. And with the Colossi into play, he is just getting into way. No Side Storm though as of yet on the High Templar. He's trying to get it out to add a little more AoE flavor here. And in the meantime, these are going to be the changelings going on down there. Still though, toString losing some charge slots as they're a little too eager to get back into the battle. And KyzersOze, he's only staying on 4 base right now. Interesting enough, he's on basically 100 worker count, 98 right there, 96 army. But with a count like this, he is going to be very, very eager to get another cycle on very soon. Now there we go with the 5th base on the south side. And toString right now gonna be forced to hold yet again. It really feels like it's just all about tower defense right now here for toString. But at the very least, he's making some plays. I love these Zealots already. Going over, trying to get the DPS on. A number of Zealots also onto the 3rd base. And basically the Revelation, just making sure KyzersOze isn't moving out as of yet. But man, oh man, who does this to their opponents? He is just creeping on forward. And the problem right now for KyzersOze, he is not reacting to these drones going on down. So many workers are just falling here, there, and everywhere. And the lead has shifted over to toString instead. Broodlord so gonna be into play, slow and steady. Gonna be looking to win the race. And this is gonna be the Warp Gate wall already getting hampered as of yet. Overall though, infiltration absolutely key so far for toString. They're getting in position every single way. And for now, these are the Zealots getting the cleave on again. There we go though with the Zealots brawling against Zerglings right now. Really good positioning from toString to try and stay in the funnel between the two Geysers. And this KyzersOze still creeping on forward just a little bit more. Still though, the Colossi gonna be onto the top east side. And this now the Broodlord's gonna be caught out in the open by the Stalkers. Good blink one forward. Gonna get that takedown there. And here we go right now with the brawl yet again. Revelation gonna be in position. There we go with a little bit of the force field action. And the Zerglings over to the east side. But the Side Storm is gonna be into play again. And so far, so good for toString. He holds the line, stays on the low ground, and will survive. But the Swarm is unrelenting. It is still KyzersOze bringing in more and more pain and agony to both sides. What's a way to go about things? And these are the Broodlords right now, floating up on top, still keeping it on. In any case, though, eventually the anti-air will dissipate, and this is gonna be an easy time for KyzersOze to push on forward. toString, though, still has a lot of resources, and he can get a good cycle of Stalkers very, very soon. But at the same time, these Broodlords are gonna get reinforced by the Hydras. There's a Queen there as well, and here we go with the Brawl yet again. Lurker's now trying to get back in position. Overseer, though, is over there again, and these are the Colossi still staying alive. These things are unrelenting. 30 kills on one of them, 20 on the other two, but with the Broodlords right now in position, it's only a matter of time for the raid to follow on down. Archon's still gonna be there as well, and one Broodlord will fall for the price of one Archon. Here we go again with the slow DPS dealers, and eventually toString is running out of space to breed. He's gonna be going for Colossi again, but the problem here is KyzersOze is gonna easily reinforce these lines, and there we go with Void Raid, though, gonna get caught out by the Hydra instead, and GG is called. Singapore gonna move on to the grand finals. They have done it after a ridiculous back and forth, keeping it on, never giving up. And KyzersOze, man, oh man, he went for it, just went for a little bit of the push, and absolutely impressive there for the side of Singapore, getting basically the biggest comeback that they needed. Wow. Just wow. What a series. So there you go, guys. That is that. 4-3 in favor of Singapore. They have done it. Out from the ashes, getting those victories here, there, and everywhere. And this basically drops down Vietnam. Duel against whoever will win, Philippines versus Malaysia. Absolutely impressive. And let's look into this player list in just a bit. CXO, Crested, Kingstar dropping down there for Singapore. And at the start, it looked really good there for Team Vietnam, winning out 3 out of the first 4, but then going 0-3 on the latter half. Ashen 1, Ocho, Slamdoy, toString falling on that there. And Vietnam really showing why they're a strong country. But Singapore impressing, really going to show their average a lot better than you would expect. I gotta say though, I was very impressed by some Terran and Zerg play here from Singapore. Not something you would expect me to say about them, but it really just goes to show there is a whole different ecosystem just under the big ones there on the SG side. And they have proven that seeding doesn't matter. 4th seed coming in to the Southeast Asia League, but they are the ones waiting first in the grand finals, and will get that one map by to see who will they deal with after everything is all said and done in the lower brackets. But that was just absolutely impressive there for Singapore. Vietnam bringing in some really good games as well. And we are going to be getting into Philippines versus Malaysia next. That's the lower bracket round number 1. And whoever wins there moves on to face up against Vietnam tomorrow in our first set. And then whoever loses will be saying goodbye to the Southeast Asia League inaugural season. But it has been an absolute slobber knocker right here, right now. And we will be back in a few moments' time. Stay tuned, we have another set of countries coming your way. Philippines, Malaysia. Who will win that one out in the Southeast Asia League?